Hey there, how are you guys? I wanted to hop in today to talk about something that I know you hear a lot about. If you're in a marriage to a narcissist and you're doing some research, you're doing some reading, maybe you don't even know if or that your husband's a narcissist, but you just know something's not right. Things are not normal, and you're starting to realize that there's something really, really wrong. And I bet you're coming across this term that you see all the time in these writings, articles, everything you're Googling, everything you're reading, called walking on eggshells. Is that something that you've seen? Is that something that you think you might be doing? Is it something that you understand? Do you understand what it means? A lot of times it's used to describe what a person in a relationship with someone with borderline personality disorder feels like they're doing, because they just don't know what's going to upset that person and they are trying to keep the peace. Well, it's the same way with narcissists. You don't know when they're going to blow up. You don't know what is going to set them off. So you end up trying to control the environment around them. It's like that feeling like you're walking on eggshells. You're tiptoeing, you're tentative, you're being so careful not to crack an egg because you just don't know which one is going to crack, right? Here's the thing though, it has nothing to do with you, what you do or don't do. That's what I've come to realize in all of my research and all of my readings and all of my dealings with narcissists, with women married to narcissists, with all of my experience around this, my years and years of experience in this field. It doesn't matter what you do. They're going to find something to blow about. So here you are, just devoting your life to trying to keep things peaceful when it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. And here's what happens. While you're working so hard at trying to control, I don't know what it could be, like keeping your children quiet or out of his hair, or not having anything go wrong at the dinner table, or I don't know, everybody's specific, but you're trying to get inside their head thinking what is going to set him off. So this is creating this incredible anxiety in you. This is a lot of work and a lot of fear and a lot of tension and a lot of stress that you are putting on yourself by trying to accommodate this unaccommodatable person. It doesn't matter what you keep from happening in an effort to keep them calm, they will find something. In the calmest situation, they're still going to find something. So you're putting all this unnecessary stress on you. And I'm not judging, believe me, I was there. I was there for a very long time, married to someone like this. And I did the same thing. And I see all of my clients who come to me at this stage, they're all doing this, being so tentative and cautious and having all this anxiety around protecting this person from something that you don't even know what it is. So the stress level, thank you for the thumbs up. The stress level is, it's undeniable and it's unmanageable. So our bodies are just not built to withstand that level of stress for prolonged periods of time, right? I don't know if you've heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's very popular right now in this space, about law of attraction, about quantum physics, about how our brains work. So he tells a great story, an analogy that makes it really understand how we cannot handle this amount of stress. So we're animals, right? We're built, wired the same way as animals in the wild are. So imagine the deer out in the wilderness, just going along, minding his own business, happy as a deer, just, sipping water out of the brook. And then a coyote, I don't know, is that some predator of a deer? I think it might be, but for this, just go along with me here. So it's the coyote. So the coyote comes along and the deer senses this. Now he's in fight or flight mode. He is in fight or flight. He knows that he has to save his life. That's the anxiety. So we're wired just like that deer to know that it's time to save our lives. It's time to flee. So the deer, his whole body chemistry changes, and so does ours. When we go into this fight or flight, when we have this level of anxiety, our body chemistry changes too. Our heartbeat it gets more rapid. The chemistry in our body changes. Our digestive system shuts down because this is not a time to eat. We're not stopping to eat. Your peripheral vision changes. You are looking for a place to hide. Everything changes, and it's a more stressful chemistry on our bodies, but it's only made to be used for a short period of time until we go figure out how to hide or outrun this coyote or go someplace safer, right? So the second that the danger is over for the deer, his body chemistry goes right back to where it was before. His heart rate goes back to normal. His digestive system starts working again. He can go into that creative mind. He goes back to drinking out of the brook, happy as a deer again. We aren't doing that though. So we're living in that high fever pitch of anxiety 24/7 when we're in a marriage like this. Your body chemistry is having to sustain this 24/7, year after year after year. What do you think that does? What do you think that does? This is why so many women come to me in this situation and they're sick. I mean, cancer, fibromyalgia, IBS, and I just think IBS is a term that doctors use when they can't really find out what's wrong. You have gastro issues. Your digestion's off, your bowel movements are off, everything's compromised, and they don't know why. But this is why your anxiety level has been at such a fever pitch for so long that your body can't handle the stress, and it starts not functioning right. It starts breaking down and getting sick. And this is why so many of my clients are ill. They become ill, but it's situational. As soon as they can get back into a non-stressful environment and let go of that stress, they start healing and they start getting better. So what I'm here today to emphasize is that you're not making a difference, even when you're putting all of your energy and risking your life, quite frankly, to help this person be able to not be set off and for his benefit. You're doing no good for anyone because he doesn't care. He'll find something else. It's all about making things off balance so that they can control you. It isn't about the kids making noise or the dinner he doesn't like or whatever, driving his car whatever it is that you're anxious about, that you're trying to keep from happening and causing you to walk on eggshells around this person in hopes that he will remain stable and calm. It's not going to work because he'll just find something else. I know, I lived my life this way for a very long time. I was so sick. I had gastro problems. For a year, I had doctors trying to diagnose something. Took every test they could think of, had every machine, drank all kinds of crazy things. It was like a dare to drink this stuff, this chalk, to go through these machines to figure out why in the world my stomach was such a mess. It was the anxiety. I don't want that for you. I want you to realize that this is your life. You get one. And you have as much right to your personality and your opinion as he does. So don't compromise yourself. Don't try to adjust your life and what you love and what you want to do and who you want to be so that this person might remain calm. It's all about control. So you have as much right to live your life the way you want as he does. So stop putting yourself in so much danger by living at this high fever pitch of anxiety for year after year after year. The alternative is, you're sacrificing your life for theirs. And even doing so, you're not saving their life. This is not really the issue. The issue is just about controlling you and the situation. So what do? You learn how to reclaim your power, because that's what it's all about. It's about power. He has taken away your power by forcing you to think that you have to alter your life, your opinions, your personality, whatever, to accommodate him. No, you have to reclaim that power. Make boundaries and stick to them. Call their bluff. And I know there's a lot of fear around that, but that's what my program is about. It's about getting over the fear, because I say fear is make-believe. It's a story you're telling yourself. Fear is about something that hasn't happened. So you're making up this scenario in your head of what's going to happen. So instead of telling yourself that story, you can just as easily tell yourself a different story. Tell yourself a better story. Right? That's what we work on in my program. All right, I put a link in this post to my calendar, because that is the first step to working with me. The first step is for you to book a free call on my calendar, and tell me your story. Tell me what's going on. And I'll tell you if I'm in a place where I can help and what that might look like. If I think we're a good fit, if you are the right candidate for my coaching, if you're in the right place where you have an open mind and you want to change, you're serious about making some changes, then I will invite you to look at my programs and to consider joining one of them. All right. So I hope you'll do that. If this is you I'm talking about, I know, because I was you. Not anymore. You don't have to live this way forever. You don't. And it's your one life. So do this for you. I hope you'll book a free call with me. All right. I'll see you next time.